starting in a moment, everyone.
Almost, and you're muted.
Cool.
Almost perfect. 9 out of 10.
We need an assistant.
Yeah, there were so many changes to Restream and Substack and everything else since the last time we streamed that we're actually a little bit behind in technology, which is interesting.
We're noobs when it comes to streaming. No, we're actually not noobs. It's probably the 400th episode or something like that. I'm not sure. Actually, we had in the first year since, bi-weekly schedule and nearly done that for a year. I think that alone was actually half of the way already. Mm-hmm. And it's the 3rd year now. And it's time to build a website for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, how is everyone? That was announced, but not much advertised, that one today. So happy to have you here. I see several people on Substack. Hello, Substack. Mm-hmm. I see some people on YouTube. Is it YouTube? No, it's YouTube and Twitch. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. And LinkedIn. Hello, LinkedIn. So say hello to everyone. We are showing today a beta version of a software we have built. And we use that to build our website for OTJ this stream. Because I think that many people simply don't know that this stream does actually have a name and the topic and the theme behind that. It is like we don't have a real home base. We never had. We tried it with LinkedIn, but we never followed through. I was never able to link our tech journey page on LinkedIn. That was a kind of an issue.
Yeah, I think we started off as LinkedIn streamers. What was organic for us is that we found that most of our audience were people who are extremely our audience as social media consumers were most active on LinkedIn and YouTube, and they were talking the most about tech on LinkedIn, which is just how it evolved. So the most technical conversations, strategic leadership conversations, were happening on LinkedIn. So we piggybacked on that momentum when LinkedIn rolled out their video streaming capability. The problem was that it was very difficult to create a page that didn't look like a company and a media outlet or a podcast that didn't look like it's a webinar. And it was very difficult to brand that. So we showed up as Denis and Adrian initially, with Denis having the Wednesday streams and Adrian having the Thursdays, or the other way around. I think you had the Wednesday streams, I had the Thursday streams, because we accidentally used to stream like that, and we were guests on each other's streams, and then we just made, oh, this is awesome, that let's just make it a thing. And we did, and then after about 60, 70 episodes, we said, okay, let's give this a name, and it became Our Tech Journey, and we branded it. But we never went back beyond that. There's no legal entity behind it. The only thing that keeps all of the platforms together is the fact that it is branded on YouTube. And I think YouTube is our smallest audience. However, on YouTube, we have about 900 subscribers, coming up on 1,000. It would help also if you subscribe to this on YouTube, if you're listening. And that is the most reliable platform where we can now send notifications to, even though that used to be LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, for some reason, doesn't notify our audience. Combined, we have 20,000, 30,000 followers on LinkedIn, and a lot of you don't get the notifications. So I don't know why that is. That's why we reached out to Substack. So now we've cannibalized the stream. we started on LinkedIn, and now it's very limited focus on LinkedIn, and most of our attention is going through Substack and YouTube. And on Substack, it has the same problem as LinkedIn, which is it is face first. So it's very difficult to create a mutual brand. I saw Luca on Refactoring FM. He experimented this of creating an organization that has his face, but then has multiple people. Too complicated. So our major outlet right now is YouTube, and we don't really have a real website.
We want to change this today.
Yes, and we're changing this today.
So let me quickly take a look.
We're changing this today using a tool.
Yes.
Adrian built, but Adrian sort of rebranded, rebuilt, pivoted from a B2B platform to now be a B2C, or at least direct to coach. Linktree Plus. So Linktree Plus facility.
Plus. Linktree Plus.
Yeah, big plus. Yeah. Linktree Plus. I'm sorry for doing over the marketing. Like, if that gets stuck, it's my fault. So, because we have mentor pages on many different platforms, but usually we just piggyback on the SEO of the platform, and the platform itself doesn't really provide a lot of traffic organically internally. Like we for OTJ, we organically drive traffic to this platform from our own work, personas, LinkedIn accounts, etc.
That is what you do as a coach. So most leads come from streams, podcast, guesting, making videos. This is how we create streams. Leads. Both of us, right?
Yeah.
And of course, we have presence, as Denis said, on different platforms. So that's not only for coaches, that's for solopreneurs in general. Some are more freelancing, some are helping others with languages, these kind of things. So you have or ghostwriter, something like that. So you need a presence somewhere where you can push people towards to. So if you have some good content and you want to push some people towards that, that is actually a key, and that helped us a lot, even though we have neglected it for ourselves, because we tried both with Substack as a landing page, which is really bad. People are annoyed that they need to go through 50 banners before they actually can see what you want to show them. That is a problem with Substack. So Substack is a very internal thing, while other platforms help you a little bit more, but every of these platforms want to sell themselves. That's a big of an issue. And LinkedIn is okay. Well, most people are on LinkedIn, but it is like you want to have something on LinkedIn as a landing page. And LinkedIn itself doesn't provide a lot of services there. So what you can do, you can, but then only internally. But you're at a convention, you're on a conference, you are in a stream, you're on a podcast, and people ask you, how can you contact you? How can I get in contact? You need to have something which is more than just a calendar link or a link tree, which is not entire Shopify mega shop, and it's not a circle community, which is totally overblown. You need to have the good thing in between, and it must be customized to you. And it's not like, oh, it's your Substack. It's a Substack, but it's yours. No, it must be yours because it represents you. And that is the idea of what we build, actually, the very basic idea of that. And the other idea of pagebar is that it actually guides you. The guiding tools are available starting from next week. I show that in a different stream where AI is actually building the page. Today we do it manually because it is still in the beta phase. And I want to show you what actually really works well at the moment, the basic way, which means that AI is nice, but you need to understand when you use AI, which is actually working already, but we don't use it right now. Using AI means that you don't have much control over it. It's actually great for someone who doesn't know how to, but today I want to go more into how can we basically go for nuances when Denis is giving feedback, how we implement this, what is possible with a platform like this and what's not, because we're not talking about a web flow here where you can do basically everything down to the CSS level. You cannot do that. You can do enough to make it yours, but you are fast enough to actually to not have a and you don't need to be a designer yourself with a big concept behind it. That's one of those things. Well, I would say we start. If you have any comments, just feel free to push the comments to us. We will see them on stage. And we will show them. I think you even see the comments anyway right now. I saw that this new feature of our streaming software. So we will see the comments no matter what. Look if that's actually the case or not.
Especially the LinkedIn ones. If you're watching on LinkedIn, and you can say hello as well. We appreciate that as well.
Good. So I can't make it much larger here, so we need to live with that one. Because it's not only about text, we actually show that one.
Yeah.
And let me quickly remove our names.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit names, share names.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's much nicer.
Good, yeah. Okay, so when you go on pagebar, so that's that one. So
Should we expect any bugs, any ugly bugs today?
We can maybe have some. We have some on the list we need to fix this week. We have found some, but it shouldn't be anything of severe severity. Okay. So when we would, I have a problem sharing this right now because it doesn't switch the tab.
It's a model.
Anymore. No. It's I want to show pagebar, but I need to change the. Stop sharing, replacing. Replace. Okay, this is this one. I think this is this one. So when you go on that page, and it's not really visible here. That's size. Let me quickly reduce it a little bit. Good. And you would take a look what it basically can do. You see all these features. All these features you get listed here are actually available. So it's not like they're not available, but I just want to show some of them because it's too much for a session. I just saw that in other sessions as well, which took just 1 hour to go all the through all the features. So if you would buy it on the pricing page, which is that one, you see the pricings. You can start a 7 days trial basically by placing your credit card, and then you would get into the actual platform, which would create you one. And then I need to replace again, which is
a sales page over. Let's build a website. We're also on time here.
No, I just want to show how we get there. Okay, good.
Okay.
So we have currently, so we start with a wizard. So that's the idea behind that is you could do everything yourself. When you click on blank, that's actually what happens. And you start with a very blank page. And I don't recommend that because it's not meant to work like that. You need to know everything up front. And currently the tools aren't in a way that easy to build everything yourself. Well, you can do that if you are me or someone else who use that.
It's a playground, not the main
exactly.
offering.
So you want to build a website and not understand the tools. It's a little bit like that. So you start with already the setup for a coaching thing. I have removed the podcaster version. I don't like it right now. I need to rebuild it. Maybe I even take the layouts we built today as a thing for that. And that is basically what we start with. So we have some pages included, like the coaching landing page, the work with me page, my plans, and the link card. So my basic link card, and DeepL integration, Calendly integration, Stripe, and simple commerce. So which means that we already have an e-commerce capability. If you want to sell T-shirts, what Kaloyan is want to doing that, right? So we can't do that. And we have 2 products as a demo.
But Simple Commerce is basically a Gumroad integration, right?
It is more than that. We use it. That's what we use in the business-to-business side. It is an entire e-procurement system, including stock, if you like that. So it is a mini version of Shopify. I would call it like that, right? But it is broken down for the coaches so that you basically can sell courses or subscriptions. Both is possible, right? Okay. So general settings. Let's start out. I've prepared some because I don't want to do that during stream. I've prepared some copy and pasting. So it will be our tech journey, which is our company name. We have a page title. Of course, it is basically the same thing. Okay, we can do OTJ actually. And we have a claim, which is that one. I don't know if you remember that one, but this is the claim.
I remember this is what we have on YouTube. Yeah. So I think it might be out of date, but let's not like for stuff that is silly outdated, I think we can update it, we can brainstorm it, but this is minor. I think this is a bit outdated, but let's
okay, so we could have our custom domain. We start with that one. So both possible, A record, so top level and sub level domain. We start with that one. Then we go for the next one. I will create this one right now just to show it, but it is not like not meant for us. So
because we do have a domain, right? Our techjourney.community, we do have it.
Okay, we can do that in the end, but because I need to, I wasn't prepared for the provider.
I know, but I typed our tech journey into my browser and I see I have the bookmark, and I recall that was a multi-year domain license, I believe.
I think so. It was for the circuit community, I think.
Yeah.
So I've prepared something because we never had a bio page. This is the first time we built it. So I pushed a little, a lot of informations and things we had on Substack together to ChatGPT and told that, give me a little bit of a text block which describes that. And this is what I put as a general business idea here for now. You can go into detail later. And I just tell now to just go with it. Now the AI will start to create a very, very basic plan and fill all the gaps for the typical Alan Dibbs one-page marketing plan, which will later next week, not this week. This is the reason why it's actually not that necessary today, but I want to show it. It will create everything you do with the AI is basically based on this marketing plan there. So it would like we could now go into and go in detail like how we want to sell OTJ to other people, right? We could do that. Then we would go through the marketing plan and it will basically redefine the page in the way that it actually helps us. But we don't do that today. Just waiting for what the AI is actually doing there. There are multiple steps because this is a lot of tokens which are going through right now. But there's also there are no credits in this system. It is all done with the actual fee. And it should be done in a second. And then we can quickly take a look over the summary, which is this one. Basically, it's going through the marketing plan, the before, the during, and the after. So that's basically it. Probably not perfect. It is never perfect in the beginning. We need to go through this, which we could do, but we won't. So we do that in the next step.
Let's go to production as fast as possible and then refine.
Okay, then I upload some logos. I prepared them as well because that is not that interesting.
Yeah, and you also prepared our logos originally. So you were in the
exactly, because we want to build a dark side, sorry, a black side. Yeah, so that's actually what I uploaded. We see that in action. So
yeah, we have a lot of white elements in the logo.
Exactly,
white color, negative space. So it doesn't.
We are in English, and we are in German as well, and we are in. Let me take a look if we have as
Slovenian.
well.
Yeah, we do have it. It's down below.
I don't see it.
I saw it before. Yeah, there it is.
So let's do this.
It's interesting. It's not sorted. It's probably sorted by country code, not by.
And then we have a DeepL context. I prepared it as well. We don't actually need that, but I saw that because we use not only AI, we just DeepL.
Yeah,
exactly. It is more close. It does need some information there, right? So we have a Calendly set up. Yes, we do, because we want to make calls, but I actually I think
you know what, we should have a Calendly for people who want to be guests to book intro meetings. I think that would be awesome.
Okay, so I put it in the Calendly API key of mine.
Okay.
We need to change that later. Because we right, and then you basically pick a get in touch, for example. That's basically the plans I have there, and it just reads that for you, and you get some information how
those events are those that you have set up on your Calendly account that you just connected to.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
that's standard web bar stuff of us.
Yeah.
And then we get to the next step where it tells us to, okay, I need to create those pages right now, right? So as I said, AI isn't involved right now. It will be next week, but I start the process because it takes a while. And now it goes through basically taking a look into the presets we have predefined, and it basically does whatever it can to customize that into what we actually need, but it's probably not much, so we need to mostly go with that. But you already have pages like work with me, coaching plans, and link card right now, and I basically can close the page. Then I see, okay, I accept that, and I see my site is launched now, and I basically take a look at the page, and then I see the page. And
while it was generating, I could access our tech journey on the URL and get access to the admin stuff.
What?
The wizard appeared for me, like your admin level wizard.
Yeah, it is because I did something. I created not via the credit card. I created it myself so via the super admin interface.
I see. So you cheated a bit, and it doesn't have SSO.
I already made it a public platform before I actually. The wizard would normally make it public for you.
Okay.
But I did it before, so you could actually see that already. So everyone should be able to go to that site now and actually take a look at it. And that's, I think you should be able to. Let me take a look. I think, starting in another browser, because I have set it up in a non-regular way, so I need to check myself, but I'm pretty sure it should be the case. It is, so you can take a look at it.
Very good.
Okay, so that is a very basic coaching thing right now. Is it? Is it working? Is it not working? I don't know.
It's trying to route me somewhere. The hero section is a bit broken, but otherwise, other than that, I can see the.
Okay, let's quickly focus on that one, because I don't know if that is actually now published. It is not published. That's the reason I haven't published the page right now. And now it should be visible. It is visible now. Okay, I haven't published it. So I shouldn't have done that before that, but that's a learning of it.
Now it's better. Now it's better.
Okay, so I've created the page. I see our logo up there. I see that we have a hero section. I have that we coaching in action, which we need to change because obviously we are not coaching on this page. This is about the stream. Yeah. It is about me section in there. And we have already a smaller version of a FAQ section, which we can, and we have an offering here. But if we are not happy with that one, we basically can every time start the CMS process and basically start to fiddle around with it. And that is what we're going to do right now in a moment, and taking a look at what pages are there still. So we have plans, the plans page now was creating the one exactly. I need to take a look if I have published. I didn't publish it either. So need to publish all of them. So otherwise people don't see it.
Makes sense.
So it is now the first time you go on the page, it's creating some other stuff as well. So you can basically edit it. And there we see it basically as a work with me page. You have Unsplash images here already predefined, but you can change them.
I think you're showing us something in a different tab than what you're sharing.
Oh, that's a good point. Sorry for that. Okay, that one. That's the work with me page. Here we have it like the Unsplash images here. So we basically can just change the Unsplash image and say we would like have a microphone here real quick and say microphone. Oops, not this one. Yeah, and have a, because we have a dark theme. Let's take this one. A little bit like my old one.
Yeah, that's cool.
And basically go with that. And the good thing is you basically don't need to worry about stock images, AI images. Most of the stuff you get in very high quality for free. You don't need to pay anything extra. It is all marked for you. You don't need to take care of all the attribution. It's all done, and it's a verified app. So we are basically verified by Unsplash so far. The same up here. It is already starting with a background, which is from Unsplash. You can see that here, but you can basically upload your own as well. Yeah,
we don't really have a hero section banner, so I mean we do in YouTube format, but it's not compatible with this kind of text format and font. So.
Yeah, probably it won't be perfect, but let's go to the point where we quickly start to make this our page. So I would start with the theming section. So I will basically go in the section where I can see my page basically in an editor. So I would have, again, the themes here where I can change the themes. I can change the fonts. There is an issue with the fonts right now. Need to fix that as one of those, because there was a weird issue on my computer. I was thinking they were working. My colleagues as well, because we all have a specific font installed because of other things. But it actually was never working. And we saw that yesterday. But anyway, so you could change basically different things here. It is probably a little bit of German there because I'm a German browser. You could take a look for example, an open graph image here. But what I want to do here, because that's too much detail for right now, I want to change the main color here of us. Probably it is the same because no, it's not. So it's quickly. So yeah, it wasn't the big of a change, to be honest. Exactly. So now we have that one. And the rest is actually okay for now. So you could play around with basically doing an entire color change. You could entire different headers, implement your shopping carts, whatever you wanted there. But we want to stay simple today. So we now need to do something. Wait a second.
I saw Diana comment on LinkedIn. It doesn't seem to be coming through.
No, that was it's older.
It's older than the stream start?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah, Dennis, I haven't really taken a look into what we're going to write here. So I basically was thinking that we need to define that on the go. Normally the AI would do that now for us, but I've deactivated the features for this tenant right now. So we need to define something. Actually, I see a comment right now. Do I see? No, just ignore that comment. Podcast page. So we want to have something. So it is basically our tech journey is sharing stories. Okay, that's very unprepared right now. But sharing. Let's go sharing experiences.
Yeah, sharing experiences is our main.
Sharing experiences.
Yeah. I mean, what we're primarily doing is we're discussing how we are helping engineering leaders and business owners. That's what we're mainly sharing, and everything tangential to that. Sometimes it's just purely curriculum-based mentoring where we just pick a topic and we just waffle on about it. Sometimes we make it more practical. We have like a little bit of more of a hands-on session. But oftentimes it's literally you and I talking about who have I been coaching and what have you been doing? What have you been up to regarding business, regarding coaching, and what, when you have a guest, what they are basically doing adjacent to this. Yeah.
Okay. What we have here already is I could basically put in my business email, which I don't want to show actually right now. But if I could basically put in my email, and then I would get a Calendly link, and we would be able to communicate with you through that. That's quite cool. So you don't need to do anything here else. So let's take a look. now we need to take a look and plan what we actually want to have. I have a little bit on my other screen my podcast page open, because I've done that already. So for my own podcast, but it's of course a little bit different. So first of all, we have testimonials so far, but I don't have them anymore because I would like to show some of them. But of course, I would show as well what we actually do or actually are doing. So there is a good thing would be to show current episode. So what we could do is, for example, pick a new layout. And we have a bunch of layouts here which we can pick from. That's basically a layout block, and say we want to have the RSS feed.
Yeah. And what would you recommend we do? Like to link it up to Substack or YouTube, or how?
So that's the hero section right now. I would basically set up to only show the very, let's say, the latest YouTube session we had, because YouTube is a unified version of our stream. That's the actual thing where we stream to. Our Substacks could be on a different page with
the problem with our Substacks is that YouTube allows lives and recordings to be on separate sections, so it's easy to find them. Substack makes every single live privately recorded, and you have to republish it manually, and it'll have a different link than the live, which makes Substack a little bit more complicated. LinkedIn actually works like that, but LinkedIn doesn't have an RSS feed for, like, LinkedIn in general doesn't have a list of your posts easily parsable in any kind of format. So that was our main issue that we tried to overcome. I think YouTube makes perfect sense.
Okay, let me quickly take a look. I need to find our...
but it has to be our lives, not our videos.
I don't know if we can make a difference there, but let me take a look.
Yeah, if it is possible, that would be ideal.
Let's try what we can do.
Or maybe we can just target an RSS feed on a playlist, and we can just make a playlist and we can just do it manually. That would be also good enough.
Okay, I need the channel ID. I was thinking that this channel ID is here, but it's somehow not.
Let me give it to you.
Not the hash, not the handle. I need the ID.
I know. I will log in and get the channel.
Because this is the only way to actually get the feed. That could be improved as well, to just give it your URL, and the system will find it out for you.
It's in private chat on Restream. Okay, no, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that's my personal one. This one. The second one.
Okay, then I prepared the link. That is something I built into. I really like that idea that I could have that already in the wizard, that those kind of things would be asked up front. So I basically have that one, show podcast description. It's not necessary. Show first item is here, show thumbnails. Items, 2 columns, a list. Maximum items to show, autoplay no, show player no, excerpt yes, image aspect ratio, widescreen. Let's take a look if it can load it. Yes, it can. It's possible.
Awesome.
So now I have basically, every time we upload something, we basically have it here right now. That's cool.
And I think the announcements are here as well, which is super helpful. Because the announcements also go immediately into the RSS feed.
We can test it. So we need
this one is live, so this one is already working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So play video, it basically shows play video. So it basically has something in the RSS feed. I need to check, because if there's a specific field, it tries to play it.
Yeah. It might be an issue because it is live and it has a different embed.
Yeah, that's possible, because the RSS is a kind of a standard, but not really. So I need to check this, but that is an interesting thing to know. So that's feedback driven. Cool. So we're starting with a page. Basically, we have the background. I have backgrounds for OTJ, but not yet right now. So we could basically change it up here. And for now, I remove that one. So it basically just disappears when I turn it off. So we have it here. We see it here. So what could be the next thing? Let me take a look.
Well, we could add on the byline in the header is to say that we're streaming 4 p.m.
Oh yeah,
Wednesdays.
that's a good thing. I have some notes about that. Where is it?
Like we're trying to stream weekly whenever possible, but when we do stream, it's definitely on a Wednesday at 4 p.m.
Weekly streaming at 16 CST on Wednesdays. Could be a nice graphic here with, or actually another hero, which should be on the left-hand side, the text and the image there where we created in Canva. I could actually do that.
But it's already really good.
I would have like a little bit more like this that we are multi-source. Let me quick. If we have some time, I will do that in the end with Canva.
Yeah. Let's optimize for time to production right now.
So then it makes sense that we basically have a link to all our channels. So we have the feed here. So maybe we put it in here. So I would like to make a banner here, and insert that banner. Error? Oh, that's interesting. I have an error in the layout. I never had that before.
Of course not. You will, because we're streaming, and it'll happen again right now. Boom. Oh, it worked. No, I wanted the error again.
I can say that's actually AWS blackout still. No, actually, we don't use AWS. So I basically can add, so it's basically a simple element where I can change the colors, a little bit of styling, how the CSS text wrap is working. And I can add a new widget here. And I can say I have a single CTA button, 2 CTA buttons, an onboarding widget, or a Substack subscription. It's opening the Substack subscription in a modal, so you don't jump off the page. What I would do now is a single CTA button, and I would define that single CTA button. Okay, I need to admit something. I have added Slovenian language just before the show, but actually not to all areas. That was my issue. I tried it. I haven't. There was no quality. I basically bypassed the tests for that. I'm guilty here. Anyway, okay. So we want to have our link card. Link card. I can then translate it into German straight away. Take a look at the suggestion. I basically say it should be the existing link card, which we need to still take a look at. It shall open in the same tab. It shall be in our success color. So that's actually what we want to have.
Cool. The only thing that bothers me is that we have a CTA on our main hero section, and it's white on stark green, lime green, and it's invisible. The one above.
It's the one above.
Yeah.
That one is invisible.
Yes, I can't see this one.
Really?
I can't read this one.
In your browser?
In me watching the stream, so it might just be a quality issue.
Okay. Now I'm okay. It's like that. Okay, let's quickly redefine that a little bit here. Let's make this a primary color. Give that a little bit of a padding, a little bit of margin, and save that one. Okay, it's a little bit too much. Less padding like this. Now let me quickly take a look. Is this actually then still okay with the color? Probably not. It's not that good. Well, we haven't defined the colors so far, so I need probably some other color. Okay, that looks shit. That looks shit. I need to change this back. That's not good. So we still keep that one and change the color back to green, and then we leave it like this for now. So what it actually does then is basically jumps to our link card we have, which is right now not filled. I need to open it for one time. I will open or I will put in our let's do this one, and better background. Change that one to an unsplash background of a background tag. Yeah, that looks good. So I could don't need to have a border here. Like this. This is. We don't need to have a second title because we have a title in the logo. And we don't need to have that either. We have the widget here again, and now we could basically put in
our LinkedIn's and Substacks and YouTube's. And
exactly. Okay. Basically to my website, it goes back, and these kind of pages you can basically create multiple of those. So it's not like you have only one, like on Linktree. You can have basically for whatever you want to have. You can create this one, and that is a more mobile page, so which means that it works on desktop as well.
I opened it up right now, and it already works really good. What bothers me is that plans and the work with me and the book now on the top right. So our
reload the page, please.
Our primary navigation does not match. Yeah, it's still like that. So our primary navigation does not really represent the purpose of the website.
That's true. That's an issue of I need to address that issue. It's not ideal. The should be different. Should be an editable menu. Maybe we do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is.
I mean, it makes sense if we were selling something, and if our primary CTA was booking, but for us, the primary CTA is somebody opening up the YouTube stream, and booking should be for potential guests. That's not our primary CTA. That's for basically our guests being able to express their desire to appear on our show, which usually happens randomly, either somebody poking you on LinkedIn or poking me on LinkedIn, or sending me a text, or sending me an email, or sending us an email, or letting us know on YouTube, or like we haven't really defined a channel for how to get in touch with us and appear on the stream. And even when we invite somebody, we also don't have a streamlined process for that yet. I was guest a few times on Tech Excellence, the Tech Excellence meetup. They have, for example, a very streamlined way of approaching guests and how to schedule time with them, how to prepare interest for them, how to prepare content for it, and announce the teasers. We're not quite there yet, and we also don't cater to that size of audience yet with that level of content. But for now, it will be helpful to just have it mentioned somewhere. But look, we have 10 more minutes. I'm happy if we also just put our main links up there and then focus.
Keep it as simple as possible.
Yeah, and then just iterate next time or iterate offline. And if you could just sort of debrief real quick and have like a little chat at the end with our faces with our faces full screen without us sharing anything.
1 second.
Cool.
Snackable city on, because I don't know where your image is right now. You have sent me one, but I was a little bit like, no. So that one. So I have that one here right now. So I would like, that's a little bit like my name. So that's meant to be the main the main place where I it's my LinkedIn. So I'll get my link. That's one of the things I've discussed that with Jonathan, my business partner, and we should have basically a some kind of drop me all links in the in the wizard already that this is pre-filled for you, because I can then see this is my LinkedIn, this is my YouTube channel, this is
so define it in one place.
Exactly. This is a little bit annoying right now.
Not on every page as you need it. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's YouTube OTJ. It's a different color. It's YouTube. And we want to have basically that one here. And this is a little bit annoying. So I think we can really make this process easier, which I'm doing right now. And this is one of the things which is still, the software is still in beta because of that. So we could now add a lot more links. Those links are tracked in the background as well, of course. So you have some tracking about that. You could basically have a lot of predefined platforms you can use.
Yeah, we don't use most of these. I mean, if we had Discord, we could add Discord, but we don't go that deep yet.
Exactly. Yeah. So we don't need my products. We don't have products right now. Oh, that's a color problem. I need to make a screenshot for that. It's not meant for be in the dark mode right now. And we don't need a testimonial right now. So that's the same thing. Testimonial, I need to put it in because too many clients deleted their stuff and returned, this was the wrong page, these kind of things. So basically, that is then the link page we have created for now. Very, very, very basic. That should be synchronized with that later on as well. We had several discussions already with other coaches who like to have here something different than there, but we want to make functionality so they can basically be quicker on this page. The idea is to have that page just in 1 or 2 minutes, or even predefined with AI for you entirely. And we optimize on that one. But I can return to my website right now, and I can say, okay, work with me is something we don't need right now. So what I basically do is I remove it here from the navigation menu, and I say, remove that item here. We could add static links, and we could products, categories, everything we have as entities could edit here. And we don't have plans either, which we could make. It's a links page, the link card, and we have the plans need to go away as well. And the link card is not, I forgot that as well, to publish that one. And quickly publish that one. Now it's published. Now I will see that on the front page as well, which is, quickly go there, coaching link. It's actually a terrible name. I need to edit that one as well.
You're showing something off screen again.
Oh, sorry. Already too late. Sorry, that's the. I always thinking I'm sharing a window, which is not the case. So I go back to the site. I wasn't showing it. Sorry, folks. There you have the link page now. No work with me, no plans anymore because we don't have that.
Still on the wrong tab.
Huh? Okay. Now I know what happens. Every time I click the link, it moves me away and don't see it in it. Okay. I do it manually here.
Nice.
Okay. Now we are here. Links. We have it here because it's, and we have book now. Actually, you don't need book now either. So I would remove that real quick from the header. Basically show top CTA button no. And we don't have a full menu. We have a hidden menu.
That's much better now.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just that link section needs to be optimized, of course. So we have that one. We have that one. We have coaching in action. I removed that one because
we don't need it because it's not relevant for us right now. It's interesting because we both use this for brand building, and what we do is coaching, but it is not the primary purpose. So if it was somewhere below the website, it would make sense, but then it also wouldn't perform well. So it's like it depends on whether that's actually a meaningful contribution or not. Like that would have to be tested. That would have to be tested at high enough volume to be actually getting close to, let's say, actionable data with our core audience for coaching, not just our core audience for content creation. Because our coaching audience is slightly different than, like it's a small subset of the overall OTG enthusiasts.
Exactly. Okay, it's not nice, but okay, it's good for now. I need to go over it anyway. So here you can see you have some, this is what I wanted to show. It's a little bit like what you can do with margins and these kind of things. There are a lot more requests to actually do way more regarding fonts and moving elements and these kind of things. We're thinking about that, but probably not today. You have the possibility to actually take a look at the translations of everything.
Okay, we don't need the full product page because I don't think we have any German viewers.
I know. So I'm not be sure about that, but yes, okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of German viewers that watch us with German subtitles that are auto-generated.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, our German audience, I imagine, would listen to us in English.
So this is the current state when you want to build a dark page. There are a lot of things I would like to change. This is what we do this week. So we basically gathered several hundred feedback requests from B2B to B2C, basically everyone from coaches, solopreneurs, and enterprises. There are roughly about 20 instances now up and running of this system. And we are basically building these kind of things in a way that we say, okay, we get this now as a bunch of feedback, and we wanna basically respond to that by as good as possible. This is what we're focusing this week on.
Mm-hmm.
And the next week, the big focus is for a better site creation with AI, and having all the ideas of what we have done right now, in my opinion, should have already be done by the AI in just 3 minutes. That's what it should have been, but it isn't there yet. At least not. So for coaching pages, it works, but it doesn't work for podcasting because we don't have the presets. So still, the AI does need to have presets, because there are other approaches out there where you can do things like that with AI as well without presets. The problem is it is very, very off very often, because AI have the tendency to close gaps, and you need to be extremely precise and need to rework a lot. And the reason is it is not like the typical podcaster or the typical coach doesn't have a specific idea of a website in mind. This is what we want to serve. So we give a preset, so the AI doesn't have a lot of gaps, but only refills the idea of the marketing plan. So I have products? Then don't show products if you don't have products, right? These kind of things.
Yeah, and the thing is that usually you would want to use it as also your primary platform to get in contact with you off platform. So it will be the primary website where you would get in contact with something like, if you found me on the website through Google, then you don't need to go to my LinkedIn to book something. Just here's my booking link. Or if you want to reach out to me, you don't need to go look for my email and then send me an email. You can just send an inquiry on my website. Like that's usually the sort of first stop shop for those kinds of needs for a coach, and also putting your testimonials that you can control and sort of nurture and sort of decorate a little bit more precisely than on other platforms. And on other platforms, it also appears in a much less prominent way, so you could hero section the testimonials a lot more powerfully.
Okay, so that was a demonstration. On Monday, I will announce, so not announce, but I announce probably this evening another stream where I build my entire coaching page, where I'm way better prepared, and the idea is to be as fast as possible, but a full version of it. So it is.
And I have to commend you. This was really fast. This was like 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and we got to a really usable state with the core. Let's say the core value add being YouTube RSS, the feed being there, live video being clickable if we are live, our links are there, our logos there, our descriptions there. Now, if the RSS feed actually works or not, I don't know. I didn't test it.
I can show it here as well. Let's quickly go into view mode. That is my by my podcast page. This is what I meant. I actually like more from the design aspect of it. So I basically have the same here. It's like my YouTube plaything. What people say, testimonials about my coaching, worth following, podcast host, who actually I am, powered by pagebar, of course. And I have a speaker version here as well. So it's basically my bio. I talk a little bit about my gigs, what I was doing, what we do here is, well, I could basically link to
Now you could link it, yeah.
And here's the podcast itself. So it's basically the longer version of the feed, including the description. That is basically my channel, my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right. And I have that's my Substack. So that's my YouTube channel. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's I have a different design here. So
and we could probably have the same thing for OTJ. Like we could have that hero section for YouTube to have the gallery there with
exactly. So we just need to. We didn't went into having a very much of a concept there, and the platform yet doesn't really provide a concept. This is a downside, but we need to work on that. And so there's a marketing plan. I don't have a marketing plan. I show it next time.
Next time. I think we rounded the episode very well. We got the main stuff out. People can find us a little bit better. The schedule is announced. I think the schedule is one of the most unknown things. I should probably put it on YouTube as well.
That is something as well. Even if we don't have an automatic schedule, we should find ways to automate scheduling onto that one, because that actually helps a lot. That's one of the main benefits for podcasters. And of course, there's the finding sponsors, finding partners, finding guests, showing what you're
that's
doing,
actually a good next. To have that inquiry link be potential sponsors, potential guests, business partners who would like to talk or promote something on the podcast, that they can book an interview with us. I think that has been sort of what we're sort of open to, and has happened maybe once or twice organically. But if we automate it, it might be easier. Or if we make it more, if we present it in a more visible area, it might be easier, lower friction to just show that we are open to it. Yeah, I see you have Gregor Osterschak there as well. That's cool. That's really cool. Is that a demo that you did with his stuff, or is that him doing it himself?
Let's not talk openly about that. This is just about to come, right?
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. So that was the hour for today. Next week we have what? Help me. What do we have next week?
I don't think we have a solid plan for next week. I did want to talk to Alex and John. John would like to have a one-on-one session with me because it's going to be too off-topic for OTJ.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex is on vacation, so Alex is off for that slot. So we actually need something for next week, and it might just be one of those TDD.
The TDD, messy code base. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, but it's one of your sessions again, I think.
Is it TDD?
I'm not sure.
Me?
I'm not sure.
No, that's you. I'm
not my
the primary
session.
TDD.
Either way, I'm happy. If it's there for a reason, and if it's mine, I will check. And
there's another one which is improving.
That's another one. No,
communication
that should have
quality
been this week. Yeah. No, I think that one's mine. I do believe we discussed it in a bit more detail in our planning session. I will rewatch the planning session to figure out which one of those TDD sessions this one was. I just need to check whether we agree that this one would be hands-on, because I definitely won't have time next week to have a hands-on session. So I'm gonna do some homework and some research, and then announce it on Monday.
Okay.
I won't have time to debrief. We should do that on tomorrow or something.
Good. Cool.